Gainesville. I'm Virginia Grant with Gainesville Black Professionals. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Synergy the Podcast. Today on this podcast, I want to remind you, let you know that registration has opened up for our 4th annual leadership conference on January 22nd. Visit our website at GainesvilleBlackProfessionals.com to register today. And as a special guest, we have Dr. Kyla McMullen, who will be one of our guest speakers at the conference this year. Hello, Kyla. Dr. McMullen, how are you?
I'm good. Hello. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for joining us. Thank you for agreeing to be a speaker at the conference. I am really, truly looking forward to what you're going to deliver to our attendees. Can you give them just a little glimpse of what you're going to talk about this year, next year?
Absolutely. So, the topic is about dismantling racism and other isms. So, when we just go about in our daily lives, like there are so many different, just varying dynamics that happen with day-to-day interactions. And for me, my environment is education, like in college, but this happens in the workplace, it happens in schools, it happens everywhere. So one thing that I want people to remember is that all of these isms, they, even if you don't believe in them, they are real. And oftentimes people don't believe in them because they may not affect them. So these isms oftentimes require empathy because it needs you to put yourself in the perspective of someone else who may have a life different than your own. They may have a different experience than you, even though you may not believe in whatever it is that they are feeling. Believe people. So
Yeah.
we're going to talk about empathy. Everyone has the power to help dismantle these. You don't have to have a huge platform, a whole lot of money. There are things you can do in your everyday life to help shut down some of these constructs. And just because you may be on the good side of an ism, so someone who's not experiencing discrimination,
Right.
not to mean that your life is perfect. It
Yeah.
just means you have an advantage. So oftentimes people will hear the word privilege and they think, I'm not privileged. I don't have a silver spoon in my mouth. And that's not what that means at all. So we're going to just dissect a lot of those dynamics.
Wow, you just gave them a mouthful. I'm so excited myself now. But one of the things that you said was the empathy, and then also, even if you're how in your own space, you can address isms. And I think that's what I really want people to leave our conference with this year is that even though racism and all these other isms live systematically and they impact people from a systematic approach, we as individuals, if we take accountability in our own space, we can begin to dismantle them. The system can only exist if the individuals in the system continue to perpetuate it. And like you said, just because it's not happening to you or just because you don't believe it's real does not negate it. It's there. So
Yeah.
can you speak to that a little bit, how each individual can have some accountability and begin to break down these systems?
Absolutely. Just exactly like you said, everyone has power, they have influence over something. So a system is not just a bunch of gears and things that work on their own. A system is made up of people. So if you think about every day-to-day interaction you have with a person as potentially being a learning moment or a time where if you see a spot where you can make a change or let something be known that, something isn't correct, or you can, take someone to the side and kind of correct things slowly but surely, if we all start doing it, the culture will begin to change. So you don't have to be the president of something or the director of something to be able to get that message across. So just day-to-day interactions.
Yeah, every day we can do something in our own space to break down these walls, these systems, these barriers that are holding other people back. Well, Dr. McMullen, I'm not going to let you share anything else. I think that you are I know you are an abundance and a wealth of knowledge, and I want to encourage everyone that's listening, though, to come out on January 22nd and hear from Dr. McMullen directly. She's going to really deliver a powerful message about dismantling racism and how every ism is detrimental to the person that's receiving that is on the receiving end of that discrimination. Again, registration is open now. The conference is January 2nd, 2022. Can't believe that's right around the corner. It's presented to you by Gainesville Black Professionals in partnership with Santa Fe College. And again, you can register at GainesvilleBlackProfessionals.com. Thank you, Dr. McMullen, for being here. Looking forward to seeing you on January 22nd. Okay, I'm going to let you say any last words.
No, that was it. I look
Okay.
forward to having a great discussion. For everyone who comes, come with, an open mind, come prepared with questions. Oftentimes people are curious about things and they're scared if it's a safe space or not. It's a completely safe space. You can
Absolutely.
say something that you may not be clear on if it's good or not to say. It is a safe space.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about these things and everyone will leave with some really constructive and practical things they can do to help dismantle racism.
Awesome. I
Yes, and
can't
other
wait.
isms.
And all yeah, we're gonna dismantle all the
All the
isms. Yeah, we're getting rid of
isms.
isms. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Dr. McMullen. Thank you all for listening in, and make sure you go register. You do not want to miss this conference.